That ball you want to take? That there's a mistake.
Knock it off. Go ahead.
Yeah. And what do you know that every scout and coach on earth does not?
I know more than you.
I thought I'd better join before I got drafted.
This is the draft analysis we've all been working on for the last 2 months.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Steel Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, David Barrow from SteelSanctuary.com. I'm here with Trent and Colin. Cora might join us later on. He's going to be late. We're here to talk about the Combine, boys. We are officially in Combine week. Interviews and stuff start, Monday, Tuesday, and the testing starts Thursday.
Yep.
The draft process is heating up now, boys. Heating up.
Yep. Gates open. It says gates open at 1 p.m. on Thursday to start the testing. It's going to get
Happy Combine week.
exciting.
Happy Combine week. What's the first position? Do you have it up? Isn't it? Quarterbacks and I should have had this ready. Not good show prep by yours truly.
I didn't have all. I just had the dates put up, Dave. Damn it.
Anyway, we're gonna go position by position. Just for all guys we're excited to see at the Combine test for whatever reason, speed, height, arm length, whatever. Let's start with quarterbacks. Steelers need a quarterback. Hopefully they don't take one in this draft, but you never know. Anybody stick out that you want to watch at the Combine? We were tossing around Cole Payton.
Quarterbacks. Yeah, you guys were talking a lot about him. I think if we're getting one, we're probably getting one late in the draft. So a guy like Taylor Green is going to be interesting to see how much time he's been putting into this offseason leading up to the Combine, working on his mechanics, because that's a big issue for that kid. He's got all of the tools, so he's going to be an interesting one, I think, to watch. Luke Altmaier is a smart quarterback who's underperformed. Yeah. I think in college he's someone who probably could raise his draft stock through the Combine, but he's not going to have any kind of elite measurables either. You know what I mean?
How far does Nussmeier push?
It's always.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's always the athletes that tend to really push their stock up in these. The guys who have the big arms, the guys who run the fast 40s, like those are the guys who really benefit the most. So Colin's boy Drew Aller, he's going to be a one everyone's going to have their eye on.
You're a Drew Aller guy, Colin?
He is a Drew Aller guy.
I am as well. I think somebody like Nussmeier, though, because he's coach's son, blah blah blah. Everyone thinks he's impressive. I think he's one of the guys that's going to push himself up with the interviews. I think people are going to try to talk themselves into Nussmeier.
I just think it's going to happen for exactly that reason.
Yeah,
coach's boy. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's going to be Nussmeier. I would be very shocked if that wasn't one of our third-round picks.
Oh, do you like Nussmeier, Colin?
No, not really.
I don't either. I'm not a fan. I would be disappointed if he's the guy in the third round.
I only like three of the quarterback. I mean, obviously Mendoza, but within our striking range, I only like Simpson, Klubnik, and Aller.
Bob.
What the fuck?
Robert. Oh, Robert.
I've lost my train of thought completely now because of that.
What other quarterbacks would you be interested in watching how they test and things like that? I agree with Nussmeier being somebody. Ty Simpson probably has the most to
win or lose
by testing well. Or to your point, Colin, if he
also has a lot to lose.
He could lose a lot. You could fall out of a guy who's being talked about in the first round to drop and clear down to probably at least the third round. At least the third round if he doesn't test well. Maybe the fourth.
Just his height alone, right? Because he's listed at 6'2". If he comes in over 6'2", I think that'll get people excited. If he comes in well under 6'2", that would be a ding against him. He's got a lot to lose. But he's another one of those guys that's going to do well with any interviews, I think. He's a pretty smart quarterback, so just as long as he doesn't totally tank the physical stuff, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I heard Mendoza will not throw at this Combine. He doesn't have to, right?
Doesn't need to. I mean, you're the consensus 1 pick.
Yeah, he's gonna. It's just like what's his name last year. He's a number 1 by a mile. So don't do
There's no
anything.
point.
Screw up your draft position.
Yeah, maybe don't talk either.
Yeah, yeah. Don't
If
do
you
it.
listen to that kid talk, just don't talk either. Just show up, get measured in, go home, shut your mouth. Don't throw, don't talk. I don't know.
Apparently, Ty turned down a $5 million NIL deal. I don't
$5.2 million to Miami. He turned down.
Yeah.
don't doubt that at all.
Good for him. Ethical hooper.
All right, running backs. There's a few guys I
Ugh.
want to see. No, I want to see Singleton run. He's supposed to be blazing fast.
Oh yes, sorry. We're talking about
Yeah.
combine. I was talking about I don't like any of them.
It's not a great running back class. It's
Brother, it's all time bad.
you could make that argument.
Like after Jeremiah Love, I'm not too sure if there's the
All-time
guy
bad?
that I mean, after Jeremiah Love, I don't think there's a guy I would draft. There's not a single guy I would draft on day 2. You could not convince me of a single guy on day 2.
Price doesn't do anything for you. The other Notre Dame back.
I'm not a Jadarian Price guy. Actually, I think Jonah
I'm not
Coleman's a
either.
better back. I
He
think
gives
Jonah
me
Coleman's a
better
better back than-
Roshan Johnson vibes from a couple years ago. Remember him with Bijan when everyone's like, they're so similar.
Yeah.
They're like barely different, and it's like, brother, come on.
Well, Dave, you and I think talked off air after the last episode that we did, and I said it's so rare to find what Ohio State did, and they didn't recruit both the guys. It was because Judkins came in as a transfer that you had 2 guys that get drafted high. It's just so rare to find 2 really, really good backs that get drafted high together that pan out in the NFL. It's extremely rare. He was a benefactor of what Love did, I think, more so than his natural ability. I do actually like Jonah Coleman a lot from Washington. I think that kid's intriguing to me. A lot of people are high on Emmett Johnson. I
was gonna say.
high on him, but he's got a ton of momentum.
The kid from Arkansas too, right?
Mike Washington Jr. I was just getting ready to mention him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's getting.
he's a
some
guy
buzz,
that
too.
could really start taking off if he tests well in this because of that size that he has. Doesn't run behind his shoulder pads as well as you would like for a guy at 228 pounds, but he definitely can run through people too when he gets it, his shoulders squared up. And he's got speed from that size too, so he's interesting.
Yeah, we talked about it last time off air too. I'm looking for a speed guy. If they're
Yeah.
gonna
I like-
draft somebody.
If you want a
Kalen
speed
Black.
guy, sorry,
Good.
Look at he's saying Kalen Black. I like him too.
I like Demond Claiborne quite a bit. Actually, Wake Forest. He's a little on the smaller side. I think he's like about 5'10", maybe a touch under 200. But I love his running style, and I think just from an overall just like agility of the athlete standpoint, his ability to cut, jump cuts, kind of, I guess, numerous times when I'd watch, I would see him run an outside zone concept, and all of a sudden he'd be on the opposite C or D gap, and it's like, fuck, how'd he get there? So that's I kind of like players like that. A guy that I liked last year a lot that was similar was Trent knows. My guy Jarquez Hunter was similar in that sense, where he'd kind of find a way into the opposite C or D gap, and you're just like, oh shit, there you are, and he'd find 7 yards out of it. So I don't know, I like guys like that. I would say, if anything, Demond Claiborne would be my guy in the probably 4th.
I haven't spent a lot of time watching running backs because I don't think they're going to draft one.
I
don't either.
Yeah.
I haven't touched running backs. Well, to my demise, I haven't touched inside linebackers, which sucks. I probably should.
They might draft an inside linebacker. Depending
I think
on
they
what
will
happens.
too, and I'm just an idiot for not getting on that yet. I like to wait for combine to really get into the weeds.
Me too.
I always do a little something, around the Super Bowl time, kind of when we finish up. Like, I'll rough draft a bunch. I have 5 or 6 pieces of paper that I've just rough drafted and stuff, but I won't really get into the weeds of it till after the combine, because for me, RAS scores are so important. Just, gives you an idea. And then also, like, how they do in drills and stuff is always nice to see as well. So,
Yeah. Pun is
Absolutely.
absolutely not a fan of Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love's like Travis Etienne, if you like, I don't know, like supercharged him I guess.
Again, the running back position, whatever. I don't think they got to draft one. So
No, I didn't get into it. But yeah, Damon Claiborne from Wake Forest will be one of my guys. I'll release that list before and after the combine. So stay tuned, Twitter FC. And then I'm with whomever commented that I like Kalon Black from Indiana too.
I do too.
yeah,
But it sucks. He's 24. Ugh,
Yeah.
that's
He's
kind of a
getting
turn off.
you're probably doing one
He might-
contract for running backs anyway. So
His rookie deals is just his one contract.
yeah. Wide receiver. I'm sure there's a ton we all have.
A million guys.
I was telling Trent before we got on here. I just started watching Malik Benson yesterday. I'm pretty impressed. I like him. Supposed to be one of the faster guys in the draft. So in the combine. So that'll be fun to watch. Anybody else that sticks out in you guys' mind? Besides the obviously obvious guys.
You know my dog Eric McAllister, man.
You love him.
I love him so much, dude. I love him so much, bro. To me, he's like he would be like considered like the bastard child of like, it's kind of lazy, but the TCU comparison, like Quentin Johnson, there's a lot of similarities with him. And then I think he's got a touch of Christian Watson. Not necessarily the straight line speed and whatnot, but I guess just overall kind of the ability to avoid tackles and stuff is kind of like how Christian Watson was at North Dakota State. Plus the size similarities there. So
Somber's been on Caden.
That's the Iowa kid, right?
the Iowa kid, yeah.
For a long
He's small
time.
though, isn't he? Isn't he like?
I don't know what his size is actually, but yeah, I think he is pretty relatively. I know he's short. I don't know what he weighs.
Interesting to see what
guys,
Denzel Boston runs.
Yeah, guys like Ted Hurst.
5'9", 196, graduate senior,
Yeah,
1.46 yards per route run. Why do we love Wetjen? I'm sorry.
He's been on for a while.
Iowa, so Iowa's not exactly known for throwing the football down.
He has 25 catches on 35 targets in his career for just over 200 yards and 1 touchdown.
He's a direct replacement for Calvin Austin.
And he's a graduate senior.
I don't want another Calvin Austin. Please and thank you. I don't want to see another one of those.
No disrespect, my dog, but I don't. Just from a production standpoint, I don't know what Wetjen really brings me, but probably won't get much into a guy who had 35 targets in his entire college career, 5-year career at Iowa.
I think he had a big Shrine Bowl week. He was on the Shrine Bowl. I think he had a big Shrine Bowl week, and it really put him on the map for a lot of people.
I've heard some other people talk about him, not just Somber. So he's kind of maybe was from the Shrine Bowl that I heard.
He was.
Yes.
I think he was one of the best returners, both in kick and punt returning out of everybody in college for a couple of years consecutively. So he brings a lot of return value. So for a throwaway 7th round pick, it may not be as much of a throwaway pick if you went after a guy like that who can give you. Right. Let's be honest, we've not had any return game since Antonio Brown was returning.
Well, I guess my question would be, if you're gonna go for a throwaway guy like that, why don't you get a guy like Eli Heidenreich, where essentially you can get a slot receiver, you can get a little bit of a running back, you can get that H-back that Connor Hayward kind of did, and you can also get the special teams value in the return game. It's just for a pick like that, it's like you're probably targeting like versatile guys with a semi-high floor that late.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard the name Brennan Thompson as one of the fastest guys in this combine too. But he's
I wouldn't mind him.
He's smaller too.
Mm-hmm. I think Ted Hurst is going to be a guy everybody's going to have their eyes on.
I'm dying to watch him.
He's another guy who, if he shows out in the combine, he could drastically climb up some boards too, because he's got some. I saw somebody make a George Pickens comparison with him, and it's not as outrageous as you would think, but the competition level obviously vastly different. So it's hard to see how much of that translates. But the catch radius is very similar. He's not a great route runner. He's actually a pretty subpar route runner, but he's a really good contested catch guy. Height, weight, similar to Pickens. So like the build is very similar. I think he could do a lot to improve his stock. Malachi Fields, his 40 time is going to mean the world to that kid.
That's going to be a big time.
He could easily be a 2nd round pick if his 40 time's good.
Yeah, if he's 4-5 or under, he might sneak in the first round.
Mhm.
People love it.
I think Elijah Surratt, he's going to be in that same ballpark. I don't think he's going to run very well, but Elijah Surratt could do a lot for himself if he has a good combine.
What do you think Omar Cooper runs?
That'll be a big biggie.
4.5, low 4.5.
Yeah, I've heard 4.4. Some people are saying if he runs 4.4,
He might go in the first round.
I'm all in if he's 4.4. That kind of speed with everything else he brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
My realistic Ted Hurst comp was Josh Palmer. Sorry, I was looking for it, Trent.
Yeah, I don't think he is George Pickens, but I when I first saw it, I thought it was nuts, and then I was like, there's similarities like height, weight, ball skills. Like there's some similarities, but again, the competition level is so far down that it's hard to see what would translate.
Well, you know who I like a lot? Obviously McAllister is my guy, but Cameron Dorner from North Texas. Certainly a product of probably how good their quarterback was this year, Mestamaker, and just overall that staff. They had a really good year, like especially offensively, like production wise. But I really liked him. I think, like obviously depending on how he tests and everything, I'm gonna call it right now. I think Cameron Dorner is gonna give a team a spitting image of Romeo Dobbs.
Oh, that's something you take.
I think that high of Cameron Dorner. He probably won't go to the 5th or the 4th, but I think that highly of Cameron Dorner. I really liked him out of North Texas, and his dad follows me on Twitter. Because
bonus points.
I had posted a couple propaganda tweets of him, and he liked and retweeted them, so he followed me. But that was cool. But no, I actually like him quite a bit.
I'm interested to see Skylar Bell too. That's a name I have tucked away.
I like Skylar Bell a lot in this draft.
Connecticut, you don't see a lot of high competition, but see how he does.
What do we think Skylar Bell runs?
I think he's in the 4.4s.
I was gonna say 4.4s. Like
okay, because I was thinking low key. If he wakes up and on the right side of the bed, he could touch 4.38, 4.39.
Oof.
Maybe.
Again, he's got to wake up on a really good day.
Yeah,
this is what he should have been training for. This, every wide receiver should be training for the 40 like it's no tomorrow.
Yeah, he'd have to get laid the night before, and like he'd have to have a really really good wake up. But I think he really could touch 4.38, 4.39, but realistically mid 4.5s.
Interesting guy for sure. Who else? Chris Brazzell. He's got this guy.
Man, stop, Trent. You got me right.
Listen, I watched him and I told Trent I wasn't a fan, but man, I'm seeing first round. Him mocking the first round. Some of these guys.
Good. Let Buffalo take
first
him.
Round buzz.
Great. Anybody who wants him in the first round is welcome to take him in the first round. That kid is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's extremely tall. He runs fast. He has no actual route running prowess. I don't think his hands are great by any stretch of the imagination. I think
he's a better deep separator than he gets credit for. I will say that.
Yeah, he's a Tennessee wide receiver.
True.
That's it. That's what they do. I don't know. I just don't think he's. And he's very slender for his build too. Like he's not. I don't know.
I don't like this comp.
I've actually seen that before though. I
don't like it.
It intrigues me now because that's like the third time I've seen Martavis Bryant. I wonder who my comp was. Give me a second.
I think Martavis Bryant was better.
Martavis was, and he was bigger.
Than Brazzell.
Like built.
Yeah, Martavis was a big
bigger.
boy. People forget how big he was.
He was huge. I don't see the Brazzell and Martavis.
Brazzell does nothing after the catch. I saw him run out of bounds, even on deep balls, a lot. He just, runs those deep balls and that's it. I'm not.
Did he have a low contested catch rate too?
I didn't see that.
41.2% contested catch rate's not that good for a 6'5" wide receiver.
I see a hint of Marquez Valdes-Scantling in Brazil.
That's
probably
better.
The closest.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's what I had put down. Granted, I did these were I actually tweeted February 4th. It was when I did the thread. I did 20 guys at the time, but these are going to need updated and fixed But yeah, I'd say Marquez Valdes-Scantling as of right now would be my closest.
That's fair. I think
Bryce Lance is another guy that we could look at. That's the guy I
he's
want to
gonna be
see.
Intriguing.
What do you think he runs?
He's also very very MVS too though. Like there's 2 or 3 that you could say are MVS vibes.
Yeah.
Like that MVS, or I guess a more modern MVS would be like a Josh Palmer, because like there's quite a few of them that are like 6'3", 195, mid 4.4s, really good deep balls, unsure separators, average to below average hands. Like there's like 5 or 6 guys that fit that mold in this class. So those are 5 or 6 guys that I could totally give like an MVS or Josh Palmer comp to. But Bryce Lance, I don't know. That's because I don't know if it's all that. Like I could totally see him running like a 4.53, but I could also totally see him run a 4.46. So like.
I think if he's in the
I don't
4.5s, that really hurts him because he's coming from a small school to begin with, and then if he can't break that 4.4 plateau, I don't know. He better run some.
I'm still riding the Reggie Virgil train. I think there's something to that kid, Reggie Virgil, who's from Texas Tech. If you watch him, he's not going to be a guy who beats you downfield by any stretch of the imagination. He has a lot of shake to his game. If you get him, if you want a possession receiver who can get open quick and make some moves after the catch, like his numbers aren't going to jump out at you. But if you just watch like the highlight package of him, like I think he could be a solid number 3 receiver on a team somewhere.
Another
guy.
Another 6'3", 190 deep ball guy.
Yeah. He's not a deep ball guy though. He's not.
All right. Josh Palmer 3.0.
I think you know who I don't think he's this level. He reminds me of Keenan Allen. Like a guy who off the line of scrimmage is very hard to get your hands on and can get open really quickly, but doesn't have like the deep burn. Like at this age, Keenan Allen, not like younger Keenan Allen.
Does that explain his 1.4 yards per out run in his career?
Yeah. He's not going to beat you deep. I'm just telling you that. You're looking at a guy later in the draft in probably the 5th round who I think you could move him as a power. First of all, Colin, if you haven't caught on, I've been pushing an agenda to bring back the power slot. I think this kid is a taller receiver you could throw into the slot and he could be somebody who does some damage out of there.
Oh, I'm all for a power slot.
It's a lot of short yardage stuff.
Eric McAllister in the slot in 2026.
Chris Bell. That's just
Chris
Give
Bell.
it up.
It's the
Give it
ultimate
up, bro.
power slot.
Bro,
right there, my friend.
Are you a Chris Bell guy too?
If you get him in the right spot.
All right.
I think
let the Niners take a guy like him.
He'd be perfect there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let him be like a Niner or like a Buffalo Bill or like some contender who needs like a mid wide receiver too.
What kind of wide receiver are you looking for the Steelers opposite DK? What would be the best fit for us? I'm having a hard time placing
Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah, Mekhi Lemon, Omar Cooper Jr. kind of build.
Yeah,
I would say Conception if he just had a better. He just doesn't have like the nuance and feel. I think that's my biggest thing with Conception. It's not like a production thing. It's not a size thing. He's totally adequate. He's what, 5'11", 190?
5'11".
Yeah, he's good size. I looked him up. He's bigger than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, like that's fine. He's probably bigger than Lemon. Again, my issue is like he just
I think
doesn't
they're
have
about
that
the same size.
He doesn't have that nuance and feel. Well, Mekhi Lemon, Trent, it's very possible he measures in at 5'0", or something like that too.
They're both listed at 5'11". Conception's
definitely 5'11".
Lemon's
probably
listed
5'10".
at 195.
Yeah.
If he measures 5'9",
he drops to 21.
Yeah,
he easily drops.
I don't give a fuck if he drops. I love Mekhi Lemon.
Mekhi Lemon he's a good. Jordan Tyson. I mean, the medicals. If you want to talk about
I love him too, but the medicals scare the hell out of me.
But I tell you what, if you put that kid across from DK Metcalf, whew, if the medicals don't have an issue in the NFL,
Omar likes those injured guys. If he's there at 21, they're probably taking him.
Oh, I'm pulling the trigger on that kid immediately if he's there at 21.
Who, Tyson?
Yeah.
I'm also pulling the trigger. If he gets to the 15, 16, 17 range, I'm trading up right now.
I would trade up for that kid.
You're going to give up assets? He's a good receiver. He's a very good receiver, but
Stylistically, he's
6-7
CeeDee Lamb
games.
to a T, bro.
Yes.
And at absolute worst, you get Jacoby Myers, which is excellent.
If
So,
he gets down
like,
the field,
yeah.
which he hasn't been able to do his whole college career. That shit follows you to league. It doesn't
I
go
would-
away once you go into NFL.
What?
I would
Well,
I would
being
take
injured.
that risk though. I would take the risk. He's
What
that's- listen,
follows you?
at 20
What
at
is he referring
21.
to?
Missing games and being
medicals.
injured. It doesn't all of a sudden you get to the NFL and all of a sudden you stay healthy your whole career.
DK Metcalf actually, literally, literally, broke his
Wait.
foot his entire sophomore year, broke his neck his junior year, only really played his freshman year and a little bit of a junior year. I'm dead serious, and he's played a perennial 17 game seasons in the NFL.
He's an outlier.
He is. He's also just
He's a
a
super
god.
freak. Yeah,
Yeah, he's-
it's like
He is a Greek
DK
god.
Metcalf and the rest of the world. So,
Jordan
Yeah.
Tyson missed 3 games this year, and then he missed 1 last year.
and then he missed a bunch the year before, right? There was one he missed
His
7
his
games.
true freshman season.
I don't know. I mean, I like
LOL
the
when he
kid.
was 18.
Yeah.
No.
I'm taking the shot on Jordan Tyson. If he's anywhere near our range, he's the only receiver I would trade up for.
Big pun called him the Corey Trice of NFL. That's a little harsh.
Yeah,
That's a little harsh.
Not even remotely close to the same thing. Corey Trice had season-ending after season-ending injury throughout his entire college career. Jordan Tyson didn't have that.
What about Stribling from Mississippi? He's piqued my interest too.
I'm telling you, that kid's Mike Wallace. That's
You think he runs that fast? Because Wallace was like a legit 4.3 guy, right?
I think he's going to be close.
What did Mike Wallace run? He ran fast, I think.
Mike Wallace RAS score.
You got it?
Looking at it right now, brother. 4.33.
Yeah. Low 4.3s. I don't know if Stribling we'll
I
see.
don't know if he's going
I
to
don't
be that fast, but I think archetype.
1.56 10-yard split.
Yeah, the guy was blazing fast.
He was a blazer. I forgot about it. How fucking fast he was. You know,
His
Mike
hands
Wallace is
were
kind of
iffy.
one of those guys. It was strange. He was only 6 foot on the dot. I always had you looked at him on the screen, you're like, oh, it's every bit of 6'2".
He looked and played taller than he was.
That's what I think Tyson's going to be the same way. He's going to combine measure 6'0", 1'6" or something like that. He looks
Yep.
6'3".
Yeah.
He does look 6'3" on tape. He looks big.
And if he's looking 6'3", moving like that, separating like that,
Yeah, he's
Put him-
probably he's
put him in
probably
a Greek god and add Fryermuth.
he might be the best route runner in the draft too. Jordan Tyson. He's in the conversation at worst.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Cooper, but yeah.
You guys don't like Zachariah Branch at all, do you?
Not for the Steelers. I
He's
actually
got
like
another one that's
Zachariah
getting kind of
Branch.
late first round.
Yeah,
buzz.
not for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I like Zachariah Branch as the player, and I think there's going to be a team that he would fit really, really well on. If you took him and put him with the Rams or even San Francisco or these creative offensive guys that know how to utilize players' skill sets the right way,
That's a good point.
he could definitely be a gimmick guy, but a high level gimmick guy in the right offense.
Any other wide
He's
receivers?
he's probably a wide receiver 4 on most teams.
He's
smart.
another guy that's going to run low 4.3s, which makes him
and I think he
super
will.
interesting.
He's blazing fast. I don't know if I have any other receivers that we haven't talked about.
I think we hit it pretty good.
Yeah.
Tight ends, not a super great class at tight end either.
I like Dallin Bentley out of Utah.
Good one.
Um,
Have you guys
then
heard of
like-
John Michael Gillenberg from Wyoming?
oh yeah, from Wyoming. Yeah.
I watched
He's
a
a
little of him
big-
today. He looks
he's a
fast
big
too.
dude.
I mean, it's Wyoming, so you're comparing him against maybe not the fastest guys in the world, but what I watched, he looks pretty fast. Interesting
Mhm.
guy.
You know, I also kind of like Oscar Delp too. Georgia. Just give me that Georgia bloodline, brother. I mean, it couldn't hurt. He's going to be tight end 3 anyway. At least you don't feel like you're wasting a pick. 6'5", 245, moves really well.
What about your Ohio State guy, Claire?
Max Clear actually, he's a lot better than what he played at Ohio State.
I totally agree.
a lot better.
I think what people, and there's a few players like that, funny enough, in this class where you need to throw out their senior year and just watch their junior year. Like Max Clare at Purdue is so much better than Ohio State.
Yeah,
he was a really good tight end.
Yeah,
too many mouths to feed at Ohio State.
He is.
That's why.
So here's the things. If you want a complete package tight end, he is in the complete package tight end category because he can run enough. He's not going to be a blazer, but he can run well enough. He has a good feel for running routes in general. He has good hands, very reliable hands, and he's a pretty solid blocker. I mean, he's a pretty complete guy. He's not going to be your I mean, he's not going to be a guy that you want to probably use as a move tight end. So, like, I know Somber brought up Michael Trigg. You're going to talk about a number of tight ends who Stowers maybe can do a little bit of that. You're not going to get that guy, but he's a pretty damn good tight end.
Well, Sam Roush, she's like 6'6", right? Almost. I'm looking at 6'5" and change. PFF has. He's supposed to be pretty good.
I just haven't really tapped into the tight ends. I just got to be honest with you guys. I haven't really.
It's another position.
So
we don't expect the Steelers to draft really.
No, because you've got two that are going to be here. We're going to run a lot of 11 personnel. You'll have a third on the roster, but you're probably not picking up a tight end until late in this draft.
All right, offensive lineman. The Arizona State kid, who I will butcher his name.
Max
Ihanachor.
I want to see him test because he's supposed to be freaky.
He is going to be fun to watch in these drills.
I love this O-line class.
It's pretty good. Georgia tackle there, Freeling, is getting a lot of buzz now.
Yep.
You know what? You know what? Crucify me. I don't see it. It's Broderick Jones vibes. It really is Broderick Jones vibes.
It's funny you say that because
it's Broderick Jones vibes.
Yeah, he is supposed to be raw.
He's so
raw, very talented. He's got a lot of the athleticism.
You know what's
not a lot of game film.
You know what's going to be fucking hilarious?
The
Cleveland Browns are going to draft Spencer Fano and Monroe Freeling. They're going to double up at tackle. 2 right tackles, one of them who's too raw to play, and the other one who's just a strict right tackle. And they're going to totally butcher that 27th pick or whatever, 28th or whatever. Calling it right now. I don't see it with Freeling. I'm sorry to my Freeling fans. I'd take Ihenachor over him. And what's nice about Ihenachor too, which I think is going to make him really good, is he grew up with basketball and soccer. So the overall athletic fluidity is already built in. Like he's already got that.
Yep.
And then you add 6'7", 340.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah.
His technique sucks low key. You need to get him to a really good offensive line coach. By the way, the Eagles are going to draft him. So
he's
for any mock draft guys like I am, the Eagles are going to draft him because they need offensive line.
They do need offensive line.
They need it bad, and he could play both because he's got that athletic fluidity built in. I mean, look at both of their tackles, Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. They're not necessarily football guys. I believe Lane Johnson was basketball, Mailata was rugby, but they're just like that athletic, like overall built-in fluidity that I think really helps. And they're both maulers like he is. So I'm calling my shot. If I had to bet on draft picks today, I would put $100 on the Eagles drafting Max Ihenachor for sure.
Someone brings up the Iowa kids. The Jennings Dunker kid's going to be drafted pretty high too, like second roundish, because he can play a couple positions for you. He played even center, I think, at the combine, right? Wasn't he the guy that played both guards and center?
Who was it?
Practice. Yeah.
Who'd you say? I missed it. Dunker?
Jennings Dunker. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the versatile guy. Do a lot of things for you.
Yep. He's going to be an intriguing guy for sure. I do like Bo Stevens too.
Yeah. Bo Stevens is one of my guys.
Yeah, if you don't get Oliver Vega, Ione, however you say his name, like I think Bo Stevens could be a guy you look at as a potential guard replacement.
If he's there at 21, Ione, do you take him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
But if Boston's also there, what do you do?
I think we brought. Did we talk about this one, or did we talk about other ones? But
we've touched about this a little bit. Yeah,
that's a tough call, man. That's a really tough call.
I'd be happy with either.
Yeah,
I would.
I'm going to be totally honest. I'd be happy with either.
I
But I
am,
would
and get
prefer
it.
Boston because I think there is I've said this so many times, and Trent is going to kill me by the end of this by saying this. There is so much fruit in the second and third round. You can get an adequate guard in the third round. Bo Stevens, I'd take him as our second round pick. I'm dead serious. He can play both guard positions and center, and he's got that, again, athletic, overall fluidity, and he's got that Iowa. So it's tough to lose. Also, Notre Dame's guard, who's been flying up boards. Billy Schrauth? Yeah. That's a hard yes for me.
This kid from Texas A&M is supposed to be a pretty good guard too, right? I haven't seen
Santos,
him
yeah.
at all,
Yeah.
but I've heard
Holy
his name.
shit, Basantis is up to 54th on PFF. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Like
second
a
round
week
type
ago, he was like
material.
72nd.
Yep. I think I would probably, if that scenario played out that Colin just brought up, I think I would take Denzel Boston because I'm higher on Denzel Boston than a lot of people are. I think he could potentially be a true X in the NFL.
I think me and you both, big bro.
Yeah, he needs to learn a release package, which is his biggest downfall with separating right now. I think if he learns a better release package, that kid could be your true X. And those guys are just too hard to find. And if you have a potential with that guy right now, there's a really, I think, a pretty solid free agent guard class in this. And there's plenty of guys I think you can get. And I know Corbs brought Rutledge up a number of times too, as another guy. And there's a few really solid guards that you could pick up in this class. So if he's not there, or if you have an option between Boston and Ione, I would still take Boston. That's just my personal preference, though.
Mr. Korab is joining the podcast in case anyone hasn't
Hello.
noticed. Hello. We're talking offensive lineman, brother.
Okay. I been up since 3. I'm ready for a nap. But I will give the people what they want, and we'll give them DMC3 Prestige Worldwide. However, so we're talking O-line?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if one of the top 4 wide receivers is there, I'm taking them. However, if not, Ione would be the guy for me, depending on how the board falls. I'll say that.
Well,
Now, if one of those guys, if like a Styles or a Woods or one of them would fall to like 15, 16, am I tempted to maybe see the Steelers trade up? Maybe.
trade up for Ione?
No,
Or
I
Boston?
think Sonny Styles or
Trade
Peter
up for
Woods.
Styles.
I'm sorry.
or Woods,
Yeah,
one of those
okay.
guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What's up, Somber?
We're not trading up for a
But-
linebacker again.
But I don't know, man. Like, I like these drafts where, what was that?
He said, or are we trading up for a linebacker? I'm hoping we're not trading up for a linebacker.
I personally, I like these mock drafts where we get our wide receiver in the first, and then we get one of these other guards in the second, third, or fourth round, maybe in the fifth round. I do like Keelan Rutledge, dominant interior lineman, was named first team All ACC honors, multiple All Team All American section in 2025. Like guy's got a lot of accolades. He did pretty well. So if you tell me I'm going to get, say, Boston in the first, swing around and get Rutledge in the third, or maybe even early 4, I take that. I would definitely take that.
I don't know.
but
Can you pencil Rutledge as your starting guard, or is he competing with
Spencer Anderson?
Spencer Anderson. Thank
You can't go into the year with Anderson. I can't
No, you
stress
can't.
that.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the casuals in the fan base, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. A lot of the casuals in the fan base are like totally fine with Spencer. No. Especially with the left tackle that we have on the roster right now, the left tackle uncertainty. We can't, like, I don't know why some of the fan bases literally be like, oh yeah, I'm fine with 74. No, you're not.
No,
you're not.
No.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. There, thank you.
But
thank you there, Colin. I
listen, if
appreciate
you get a
Exactly.
fourth round rookie guard, it's not like we haven't started one. Hello, Mason McCormick.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait till the 4th. I would not.
probably wouldn't
if you
either.
haven't signed anybody, you can't wait till the 4th.
I'm not waiting till the 4th. I am taking a guard on day 2. And like I said, I would dead ass.
Pregnon would be nice.
Pregnon falls to 52.
Which probably won't happen, right?
Yeah.
Not
could.
looking that way. But
I've
you
done
never
a lot
know.
of mocks where I got him in the second round. So
I feel like there's like
Trade up.
He's
They have
another
plenty of
guy who
picks to
could
make
test
moves.
who could test really well, and then he's not even going to be remotely close to our conversation in the
True.
second round.
but I also feel like there's just not enough. There's too many guard needy teams. I feel like there's like a few, like 5 or 6 guard needy teams. I mean, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Chargers,
Aren't the Packers going to cut one of their guards?
Packers.
That's been
Yeah,
news this
thanks,
week.
Packers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Jenkins. Been, like,
Jenkins.
guard center esque.
Put them in.
I mean, that's 4 off rip. Philly's probably going to want to go on the offensive line at some point early. The Jets are losing both of theirs in free agency.
Yep.
The
The
Raiders
Bills.
could use anything on the offensive line. Yeah, the Bills are probably
Bills.
going to lose David Edwards.
I think they're losing at least one. Both of them are potential free agents, though.
Well, Torrance, I think, has another year left on his
Oh
rookie
wait,
deal.
not. Yes,
I think
sorry.
Torrance.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong position.
But I think they are going to lose David Edwards, left guard,
Yes,
to free agency.
because
So
he's
that's,
on my
I mean,
list.
that's 7 teams, and I named them in 20 seconds. So yeah, I don't think Pregnon unless we trade up.
How about Dunker as a starter? He's borderline, I think.
man,
I think you're asking a lot of him just to automatically kick in.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
the snaps in his entire Iowa career are played at right tackle. I think it's a big ask to draft a guy in the second round and just be like, oh, by the way, you're moving into left guard. You're going
That's-
from right tackle to left guard.
That was Mike Tomlin's gone, so we have to reset our expectations. But that's a Mike Tomlin move.
For sure.
Or give me a right tackle, I'll play him at wide receiver, and we'll be okay. That kind
it's
of
hard.
shit.
It's hard to reset. It's been
It is.
been the 100-year war. So
It's hard to recalibrate your brain because you're like, as soon as you said he's moving, I'm like, oh, that's a Steeler guy. Well, we'll see how McCarthy is. Maybe he's different.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Predicting anything, all you can do is go back and look at McCarthy's drafts to really get an idea of what he's done.
Blake Miller do anything for you? That Clemson team, the whole team.
I like Blake Miller personally. I don't know that we're going to draft a tackle. I feel like they're probably going to ride this thing out with Broderick Jones and Dylan Cook.
That's the question. Would they draft a tackle and kick Broderick Jones inside?
I
in the
would.
final year of his deal.
The Steelers won't, but I would, because that kid's not worked at 2 tackle spots right now, and his best chance at survival at this point is to kick inside the guard where you have help.
What do you think of Isaiah World in the third round?
He's another one who's I would take a chance at him.
Dude's
too.
a fucking monster. 6'8".
Jesus.
309 pounds. Dude.
That's kind of tall and lanky for a guard, though, right? 6'8", 309.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, to be honest.
Wasn't Pouncey considered tall and lanky?
He wasn't that tall, though.
No, he wasn't tall. He was lanky, though. He was slender. He wasn't even 300 pounds.
Yeah, no. But you can
Right.
get away with that at center.
That's
But I
my
love
point, though.
Pouncey so much.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not talking him down. I'm just saying in general, he wasn't considered a big guy. Different position in general.
Worlds is a guy that if you're drafting him, he's a developmental guy. You're not playing him year one, but he's worth drafting at the round, because didn't you get him on your board in round 3, Corb?
Yes, that's why I'm bringing him up.
I mean, yeah,
Like
if you're talking about a third round tackle,
Like, I'm not interested in a tackle until after round 2. Even round 3, I'm not sure I'm that interested, because most of the mocks I do, like, you're nailing guys that could be starters in the third round on defense a lot. Whether it be there's a ton of D linemen, ton of linebackers, ton of safeties, ton of corners that I'm seeing where you're like, holy shit, these guys could probably be a starter, and you're getting them in the third round. Some in the 4th. So,
Okay, so sorry.
No, you're good. I was done.
So just some groupthink here. So we've thrown out guard, swing tackle, multiple receivers, guard again, quarterback to start, even running backs. And I guess in your ideal world, where do you start in the first round? Where do you go?
For me,
It's either guard.
Okay,
or
but like
wide receiver.
gun to your head, you have to pick one. All 4 of us go, because I know what I'm saying.
wide
Okay,
receiver.
you're Trent.
I think I'm
Don't
It's hard, right?
overcomplicate it, bro.
It's hard.
That's not a position. I don't know what that was. but yeah.
I mean, wide receiver is my top choice in the first round.
Okay.
Even
So we all agreed on receiver.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
our first pick in the second round, if we draft receiver, where are we going?
Then I'm going guard, I think.
Because that's when it becomes a bitch.
Guard
Unless-
or
unless-
safety, if you want to trade up for McNeil Warren, if he's
Safeties.
still on the board.
McNeil Warren's going in the first round, boys.
I think he is probably one in the first round. But if he's
Kiss him
there in the
goodbye.
second round for some reason, listen, we've talked. There's been a number of scenarios that can play this thing out.
All right.
I think
Okay.
Thieneman goes in the first round. Oregon Thieneman.
I think he's going in the
Dylan
first round.
Thieneman out of
Too.
Oregon. You know why? Because he is a lot more like Cooper DeJean than people think. And they're starting to see how big that nickel corner is.
Yep.
Because I don't think Dylan Thieneman is really a deep safety in the NFL. He's
Yeah,
not
he looks-
fluid enough. And he's frankly, I don't know if he's athletic. Now, if he tests greatly, we're having a different conversation.
Will he
I don't
be at
think
the
he's fluid
combine?
enough.
Yeah, he's at the combine.
I don't think he's fluid enough to be the center field position. But boy, would
Yeah.
he be a monster at that nickel or as a box safety.
Doesn't
second
have them
round.
good hips.
Huh?
Don't got them good hips.
It's all in the hips, Dave. All in the hips. I
That
learned
second
from
round pick
Happy
is tough
Gilmore.
to peg down because it depends on free agency. You know, it's a lot of factors there. But I think wide receiver. I'd hate to pass on Ione though because that really kind of completes your line. Depending on how Broderick Jones, if Broderick
Left
Jones
tackle.
is serviceable at left tackle, then that really completes your line. But all right, let's
To me,
switch over to. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
good. I was
No, go
just
ahead.
going to say, like, from what I just keep seeing in all these rounds, for me, it's wide receiver, and then it's either guard, D lineman, linebacker, or safety to where they're there, man. You find guys. So, it's not in any particular order after wide receiver, but those are the positions I'm seeing where you can actually.
But if those top four guys are gone and Boston's not there, then it's not wide receiver, right? Then
No.
you look elsewhere.
I go
Yeah.
BPA, best player available, to be
I
honest.
kind of agree with you.
And wait, I'm in the first.
Yeah. If those top four guys are gone, then
So if the best player available is like a Caleb Banks or like a Peter Woods,
I want to. We're
are you
gonna go.
taking D line again?
I would,
Sure.
but I've got some issues with Peter Woods. I'm not sure he's the guy. Supposedly he's only like 6'1". He's got short arms, apparently, and he underachieved last year. I don't know if I'm using pick 21 on Peter Woods.
I think every single person who went to Clemson underachieved last
That's
year.
true.
I mean, they were
That's
supposed to be a
so
national
true.
championship contender, and they
Dabo
just were
Sweeney's
terrible.
like, Dabo Sweeney's got
What
to be
happened?
like a fucking.
What happened?
That's a disaster.
We talk about it all the time. Now Lee Hunter.
I'm kind of with Somber on here. McDonald, boy, do I like him. It's tempting.
He's just a
You
nose,
get-
right?
You don't have to. No,
Just the nose? I mean,
no. He can play a gap or B gap, and he can hold down your line pretty well.
and
He's
he would
athletic.
replace.
He's
and he would
athletic too
replace-
for that size.
He would replace Benton.
Absolutely. And
I don't want to
Dave,
replace Ben.
Well, I don't want to replace Ben.
Yeah, I don't want to replace Ben.
I do.
You don't
See
want
ya.
to take Benton off the nose.
you
leave
mean-
him there
you
for
mean-
the end?
Replace them as the nose and put Benton on the end.
Yeah.
I think replace them.
Now
as
you're
the
Oh
talking.
roster.
yeah,
Now
Yeah.
you're cooking.
Yeah,
See?
kick Benton out to the end.
I
and
meant
have
just take him out. Yeah.
McDonald as the
Yeah,
next.
I thought you meant replace them on the roster. That's the whole.
No. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
okay,
in
I'm
that
with you
position,
now.
because that's not
Okay, now I'm
where
with you.
it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're gonna at some point in the near future, we're gonna have a 25-year-old Benton and a 23-year-old Harmon on new contracts to be the rotating defensive tackles. The two guys manning the defensive tackle position for a decade after Cam Hayward's gone, and it's going to be fantastic. I would say no to replacing Benton, but moving him off the nose, absolutely. You have
Yeah.
to get him back to 3-tech.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement.
No other
Hopefully, Patrick
choices.
Graham's in agreement with that. because-
And honestly, like I know that they like YA Black, but I would have McDonald be my starting nose, and I'd have Black being the rotational nose, and
Yeah,
then you can
Black would be
also
a rotational
rotate
guy.
with the ends. But like
That would-
you're
that'd
going to want your primary three guys to be on the field as Cam Hayward, Benton, and Derek Harmon. I mean, that's
21
that's a
too early.
given.
21 too early for McDonald.
No,
No, not for me.
no.
I have him 20th in my top. Actually, I moved him up. Look at his production, Dave. Look what he did. It's double what Woods and who's the other top 30 D lineman?
Caleb Banks,
Caleb Banks.
His
Florida.
production is double. Look at his tackles, and then look at theirs.
I don't think it's even remotely close to being too early for him. That kid's got talent.
Isn't the knock on him? He doesn't really the pass
Not-
Look,
rushing.
you don't like him. Look,
Yeah.
just say you don't like
No,
him. Move on.
I
It's
didn't.
whatever,
I didn't
okay?
like him, Dave.
You don't like him.
Easy.
Move on.
Easy.
He's a lot like Tyleek Williams was last year. The pass rushing's below average, and the run defense is stifling.
Yes.
Problem is,
Yeah.
Tyleek Williams was shit in his rookie year.
Yeah. He had 2 sacks. He had 12 hurries.
I don't know. It seems early for.
Played well against Indiana for whatever it's worth.
That's worth something because most
I mean,
of Ohio
you know,
State
they
didn't.
just-
So
They just won the national championship. So, all right, Ole Miss.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I had to spice it up a little bit. We've been kind of too good on this podcast so far. All right, what other defensive linemen are we looking at? Let me scroll through the list here. I had a bunch of names.
I do like Lee Hunter. If you want a pass rusher,
Lee Hunter.
Christian Miller from Georgia is more of a pass rush guy than he is a run defender. Corleone's medicals are a mess, but that kid's athletic as hell and huge. He's a freaking monster.
It's weird because the Steelers had such a type before. They needed a 6'5" guy with long arms. Now we don't know what Patrick Graham is going to want.
Patrick Graham's kind of a player's coach, meaning like he plays to his personnel. He doesn't have like a set system.
Yeah.
He plays to his personnel strictly, and that's what I think is going to be best for like the awkward situation we have on the defensive line with Benton, Harmon, and Hayward kind of all being the same player, but obviously one's way better. Even with Patrick Queen, I think Patrick Queen should improve a ton because he's going to play to Queen's strengths and understand what he can't do, which Tomlin apparently had no idea
There's a
what
lot.
Queen could and couldn't do
There's a
at a
lot.
high level.
Tomlin didn't know what to do. There's a lot of that.
Yeah, you're right.
Daryl Jackson Jr. for the Florida State kid.
I was going to bring him up next.
Bob loves him. I like him too. Actually, I think
I
he's
like
an-
Dominique Orange out of Iowa State.
He made whatchamacallit freak list there. I guess he's going to jump and do stuff like that really, really well. So we'll see. That's a name later on in the draft. Keep an eye on.
Yeah.
So what are some? What are?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
No, I'm good.
No.
I was
go
going to
ahead.
ask a question.
Yeah. Good.
Oh, what are the team? Are we going to start on needs or?
We're going to do that Trent's depth thing after we round out the positions.
Cool.
How many are we going today?
Trent's got his board.
No, I mean how many positions we doing today?
We're rolling through all of them. We're just going through the guys we want to see at the combine.
All right. Oh,
I know we're
okay.
We're an hour in. We gotta
50,
speed it up a little.
53 minutes in, and we're just starting the spreadsheet. By the way,
You want to jump to the spreadsheet now? Let's do corners and safeties before we get out of here.
All right.
How about corners? Any corners? Cissay's supposed to be running really fast.
Screw him, dude.
see
I
him.
don't
I
I
know.
love Chris Johnson. I love Chris Johnson out of San Diego State.
I like him too. What do you think he
Wow,
runs?
silent crowd. Wow.
He's supposed to be not the fastest guy, right? 4.5.
Late fours.
Yeah.
4.49, 4.48,
Yeah.
4.51 ish esque. Now, if his testing with speed and agility is like really good,
I
Yeah.
wouldn't trade out. I wouldn't trade
I'm sorry,
out.
Corb, is that English, brother?
I'm talking to myself.
Would you
There's-
trade
There's
back
something
to
I'm looking
35
and
for
I
next
can't-
year's one?
I can't find it, so just bear with me.
No, I thought you were reading this comment. Would you trade back to 35? Oh, fuck, I read that horribly.
I would.
I was like, bro, what is that comment?
To get a 1 next year? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd probably do that.
100%. 100%.
We're talking about corners and safeties, right?
Yeah, do corners and safeties, and then we'll get to Trent's board.
Keith Abney, I know Somber, somebody brought him up the other night. Abney, I think, is an interesting one. I mean, I'm not going to name the prototypical guys who are going to be named by everybody. Chandler Rivers is interesting. He's smaller, but he's interesting. He's instinctual. I think he's got a. Yeah, he's somebody I'd be interested to see how he plays. Will Lee from Texas A&M is going to be another guy that might be interesting to watch.
How high is safety on our needs list? Because
I think we attack it in
Elliott's gonna
free
come
agency. I personally think that we go straight for Cam Curl or Jaquan Brisker. I think
so,
Brisker's
too.
an absolute stealer, so I don't think safety is going to be as big of a deal. I think we could wait till like the 4th or 5th round to get a safety.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we get my boy Eric McAllister in the 3rd or 4th.
Jalen
how
Ramsey
about-
on this team next year?
I don't know. That's why I'm interested in
Probably.
safety.
Hope not.
I'm not paying him $17 million to be a safety.
He's overpaid as a safety. He's overpaid as a nickel corner. So either
He's
way,
too old to play the outside, so
Yeah,
See ya.
he's got to restructure something, or he's out.
I wouldn't mind if he was a nickel corner and played well at that money.
No, dude. The last nickel corner's got about the last 3 guys who got the big money was like 10 mil a year. You're almost doubling that for a nickel corner. That's crazy.
It's
And
one
I
year.
know we don't have cap issues right now, but like, I'd rather not pay 19 million for a nickel.
D'Angelo Pons, worth it? It's the only
Big
thing
man.
on him. The poor kid is 5'9". Otherwise, he'd be like a 1st-round pick.
I like D'Angelo
At
Pons.
170.
Yeah.
On top of that.
And the combine is going to be so important for this kid. His broad jump, his vertical, like those things are going to matter along with the 40.
How about Keontae Scott?
I like him.
I think he could
Nickel.
end up being a better nickel corner than D'Angelo Pons at the next level.
Yeah.
He tackles better.
Agreed.
He's an aggressive tackler for his size. He has a nice little blitz package I've seen out of Miami. He's pretty underrated. I don't think he and Pons are that as far off as I think people are giving.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
You hear about Pons all the time, but you don't hear a whole lot about Keontae Scott.
Okay. We ready to do your board?
Sure. Let me pull it up.
All right.
All right.
Explain it for us.
So the idea behind this board is trying to put together buy round players that we would like for each round. We don't have to do like a full fill the entire 3rd round out or things like that, but like just players we like. I have kind of our team needs off to the side here. So obviously quarterback, wide receiver, corner, guard, free safety, wide receivers from the slots. Running back is more of a depth thing. D-line, O-line depth potentially. So right now, what I have on the board, round 1, Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, Denzel Boston, Ione, Caden McDonald, Delane, Caden Proctor, possibly. I don't think we go tackle, but possibly if he's in that range. Jermon McCoy, Peter Woods, and McNeil Warren. So just kind of guys who might be there. So I know a lot of people are going to say Lemon's not going to be there. Well, there's a world where Lemon could be there. Just because
There's
he's
mocks
fallen.
where he is. I did a mock today where Tyson was there. So, yeah.
So is there anybody on that list that you guys totally disagree with?
For round 1? No. No. I'm good with that.
I'd be pretty infuriated if it was Proctor, but
I was just
see why he's on the board.
You beat
Yeah.
me to it. I don't
Yeah,
like Proctor or Woods, but I can see them taking.
Yeah, I mean Proctor is a guy who's a massive tackle. We've had a need at tackle. I don't think they're going to go that route, but I was just trying to think of guys they might be interested in.
If Sonny Souse fell,
Yeah, I see. I didn't see a world. I know he's getting talked about more. When I first started working on this, there was no world where he was falling this far, so I didn't put him in there. But I mean, he could be a guy, and you could really replace Ian Proctor.
Gotta love how boards change over time with these drafts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Round 2, as of right now, I don't think he falls here, but Omar Cooper, Casey Concepcion, Avion Terrell, Chris Bell, he might even fall further from this spot. Keith Abney, Emmanuel Pregnone, Lee Hunter, Deontay Lawson, who I think he's going to climb. He's probably a 3rd rounder right now. Colton Hood and Blake Miller.
It's pretty solid. Lee Hunter in the 2nd would be pretty good to me.
Jake Golday, linebacker at Cincinnati.
Would you rather have him over Deontay Lawson?
I don't know about that. Like if I have to pick one or the other, I'm probably going Lawson.
I'd say get Blake Miller out of there. He'll go earlier than that. Kid's really good. I love Blake Miller. He's my OT3.
probably does go before that.
Oh yeah, he'll go way before 52.
So who else would you throw in here? Would you put linebacker in this mix?
You got my dog Cooper.
No, Mark Cooper's top. Yep.
Probably Jeremy Bernard.
So I know you guys are not high on him, but most mocks have Surratt ahead of Cooper.
I just don't see it.
I
don't
know
see it
you
either.
don't, but like
Yeah.
most of these PFFs and PFSN and all these other boards, mock draft, that all of them have Surratt ahead of Cooper. And I'm not saying now if they take Cooper in the second round, I'm not complaining. I really like Cooper, but I'm just saying that as of right
Because
now,
of size.
they
Yeah,
have Surratt ahead of him. Say that again.
because of the size, he said.
Size.
Oh yeah,
What about Thieneman?
Love.
Is he gone?
Love.
He's
could
probably
be
gone by the second round anyway.
Could by
Right?
gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Round 3 to start. I agree with Basantis, yeah. I mean, realistically, probably at this point go guard, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could happen. Absolutely.
So this would be maybe Basantis and Bo Stevens could be in the mix here.
Yeah.
Where are your safeties at, Trent? Oh, there it is. Never mind.
How about for
Halsey.
if you're interested in safeties, what about like Genesis Smith
Later.
later? You think he's a little
I-
later?
I don't
Ooh,
love
Sakee
him as-
Wheatley in the third. Mm-hmm.
Sakee Wheatley, yeah.
Yeah, the Penn State kid, yeah.
Yeah, I
Love
could
him.
go.
Third round.
Malachi Fields.
If he's there,
If he's there, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Trent, low key, can you do me a solid here with that board?
Yep.
I think Terrell would be gone in the second. Low key replace him with my dog Chris Johnson. I think Terrell's gone well before 52.
Okay.
But Chris Johnson, I think, is an awesome player.
We got to put J Rod in there.
J Rod as well as Keontae Scott in the third. Even though Scott might go in the second.
I was going to say, I think Scott might be
Probably
gone, but you can leave him in the third.
You're talking about Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him too.
Let's see who else. Did you already put?
Cissay's gone by the third, right? He's going to go pretty high.
I
What
think he's
about
gonna get overdrafted
Daryl
for sure.
Jackson Jr., D lineman?
Jackson Jr. from Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To go consistently in the third round.
How do you spell his first name?
Darrell, Darrell.
Yeah.
Another one. What about Skylar Gill Howard, Texas Tech?
You like him a lot.
I like him
too. He's a smaller guy. You think he can add a little weight to fit into our 3-4?
Maybe.
He's like 290, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I can find that.
Oh, Dominique Orange, Iowa State, DT.
I like him. That's a good one. Is there a wide receiver in this range?
Got to be right.
Yeah, there's definitely receivers you could look at. in the
Skylar
third
Bell,
round.
I'd go. Skylar Bell.
Yeah. He might fall that far.
Gil Howard is 6'1", 290. Trent.
Oh fuck.
That's small for us.
Production's crazy though.
Yeah,
It is.
That's the thing.
He'd be a guy that you'd almost have to draft and then put weight on.
Oh, Kyle Lewis in the third. He's skyrocketing boards right now. Kyle
Dude,
Lewis, stud.
You know what's so funny is that you have him in the third, and I still have him down here when I first started this in the fucking seventh.
oh,
That's how
see ya.
far. That's how far he's skyrocketed up boards.
Yeah,
You could put Ted Hurst in the third too, right? Is
yeah.
that too early?
Hell no. My dog Eric McAllister. Don't you forget Trent.
Anybody?
one L.
anybody-
Daddy.
I wouldn't hate
Anybody
that
in the
pick
chat
late.
got any others they're throwing out there? Because I can't see the chat when I'm typing on here.
Let me look at the chat real quick.
Uh,
Rutledge.
Is he going to be a
He's
third
one.
rounder? Maybe.
Is that too early for him? It might be.
Which one? Which one?
Rutledge
I
in
think
the
Galen
third.
Rutledge.
No,
Rutledge
no, he
right
can be
there.
a late third rounder. He can be a late third rounder. Just wait till this your third pick here in the round. That's where he should go.
Do you have Stevens
Okay.
yet?
Bo Stevens is on here, yeah.
Jennings Dunker. Too late for him. Do we miss him? in
Yeah,
the
probably.
second?
Yeah, too late.
I would say he's probably second round, isn't he?
Yeah.
Most blocks are second round, but I mean he could fall.
Put Chris Bell in the third round and replace him with Jennings. By the way, Jennings is a G.
Yeah.
Jennings with a G.
Where am I at? Who am I putting in here?
Jennings Dunker.
Oh,
What do you guys think of Dante Corleone?
He's a possibility. Put him
medicals
third.
are going to be a big issue for that kid, so he
Yeah.
definitely could fall. I think it was wasn't it Greg brought up he had like the blood clotting issues in one of the chats.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, Trent,
Really?
Isaiah World, Corb's guy, Isaiah World, right there
Ooh,
as well.
Good call. Good call.
Oh my god, I can't spell.
I'm glad you're doing this because I couldn't spell it all.
I don't know, man. Dante Corleone, the scouting report, an elite, powerful interior defensive lineman. First team All Big 12, second team All Big 12, and 25 by the AP. Damn.
Bud Clark. And we got a lot of safeties.
Bud's later though, isn't he?
He's probably in the fourth round.
Is he in a
Him
fourth
and Genesis Smith will start off our fourth round probably.
Yeah,
Dude,
you'd
I
have
got-
him right here.
You said Bud Clark, right?
round? Yeah.
Yeah,
Most mocks, I see him go in the 6th.
Really?
really.
Yes.
He had a good Senior Bowl. I thought he was.
I just did
going
one
up
today.
boards.
I just did one today. He was in the 6th round.
Damn.
And it was PFF's board. It was the board you guys use.
Why do they hate my boy so much?
I don't know.
That's probably more
We're
wide
gonna have
receivers,
30 third round picks, by the way, that we're gonna list off. Jesus.
We don't have to fill it completely. That's what I was
Oh,
saying
okay.
at the beginning. We don't have to completely fill this. I was just
Let's
I'm
go.
sure you
Let's,
get
we'll do
them.
it all. I'll go snort a line real quick. Come back in. Good to go.
We'll cut it off in the fourth round, and then maybe we'll do the back half another draft or something.
Cameron Dorner in the 4th. North Texas receiver. Oh, quarterbacks. Aller and Klubnik, both. For sure.
in the fourth.
In the 4th, right? 4th. We agree.
Yeah, I would say fourth.
I'd be fine with that. Did we
Cade's a
we
kid.
skip the third
Cade-
already?
Oh, put
K?
Nussmeyer. C.
He's a
Oh,
serious
don't,
guy.
oh.
I would put Nussmeyer in the 3rd, Trent.
How about my boy Bryce Lance?
That's a good one. Where does he go?
4th, but it'll be the 2nd, 4th actually.
Well, let's just do 1/4 for today.
Fine.
we can put Lance in there though.
I just
you
want to see my boy on the board. Okay.
There he is.
Thank
He's on the board.
Garrett
Uh,
Nussmeyer, Trent. I
Garrett.
put him in the 3rd,
He might even go earlier than that, unfortunately.
That name.
probably.
Oof.
I think
Do
I
you
got
guys
it right.
like Julian Neal?
Corner?
Sorry.
I see him as more of a zone cover corner than he is a main
Well, I mean,
corner.
In
Yeah.
the 4th. Do you think he'd go in the 4th or
He'll go
think he's
earlier.
I think he's a
Earlier?
third round pick.
Okay.
I think he's going
Alright.
to keep climbing.
today? He was available in the 5th for me.
Just because he's 6'2", 210 and is probably he covers a lot of ground, but is probably going to test really well too. I think he'll go in the 2nd.
Let's see who else.
Who are we missing? It's probably
I have Tim Keenan. defensive
Oh
lineman.
yes, Corb, yes, bro.
Where you want him at?
4th. The 3rd.
Oh wait, we forgot. I know some of you don't like him. Tareen York. Did we put him down yet?
We have not put him down yet.
Torian York, yeah.
Put it on the board.
fourth.
Fourth round, right? Is that where you want him?
Let's see.
Maybe
Eli Stowers in the 3rd if shit hits the fan.
Ooh,
Just saying.
that would be shit ending the fan for sure if he falls out. Holy shit. There we go.
What is Skylar Bell? Third?
We have
Tyler
him, right?
Bell's in the third. Yep.
Do we have
Yeah,
Marty?
I see
Oh,
him in the
okay.
3rd.
Right here.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
you got him.
My
All
bad.
right. I didn't see him either, Dave.
I think we should load this thing with wide receivers because that's going to be a big. Big
Yeah,
need.
every single receiver we've ever seen should probably be on here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Basically.
Literally.
If Elijah Surratt falls to the third, would you go
He
that
won't,
route?
but yeah.
I would pounce on that.
If he
Oh,
runs really-
Malachi Fields. Oh, never mind.
he's in the third. Yeah, we got him already.
We got murdered. Are we just strictly looking for wide receivers?
Not
No,
necessarily.
but it's you need a good bunch with the Steelers.
I'm
'Cause
just
they're
saying,
gonna
like,
take
that's
at least
what
two.
I'm trying to think of right now.
Oh, Trent,
Uh,
4th round, my guy, Damon Claiborne from Wake Forest, that running back.
Ooh,
Yeah.
running backs.
Nope. Yep.
Singleton in the third.
Nick
With an E,
Singleton.
Trent.
E at the end of Claiborne.
Yep.
Most of my mocks see him going in the 4th or 5th, Dave.
Singleton. I could go
Yeah.
fourth with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like. What about Kevin Coleman Jr., Missouri?
In the fourth.
Later,
I had him going later on my list, but they have him
fifth or sixth for him.
ranked higher. They have him ranked higher on PFF board, or which I might not be on the right board. Sorry, I'm on mock draft database. Yeah, never mind. I think that's about. It's about.
You guys think Anthony Hill falls in this draft? Texas.
I think round 3 is a good round for him. Is that too far down? No, that might be too far down.
I think his athletic testing is probably going to be really, really good. I think he's a third
Anthony
round
Hill?
player. I would have him in the third round, but I think he might get drafted higher.
Put him in the third for now.
I just don't think he falls that far, but
I don't know if he does either.
because he's another really, really athletic guy.
Where's Dribbling go? Fourth?
Fourth, fifth.
God, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like all over the place. I see him 4th, 5th, 6th. What about Daquan Wright?
Tight end at Ole Miss.
I think he's a
Tight end at Ole Miss.
He's a little later.
I've seen him go as high as the 4th, though.
I haven't looked into
So-
tight ends yet. I couldn't tell you.
So
Fourth
I
round
brought-
for him. That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another one. Is it Tanner Koziel?
Oh, the kid from Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen him go in the 4th too. I'm just trying
I
to
can
change
see
it up.
him.
with a
I
different
can see
position.
him going in the fourth.
I'm
for
just trying to
sure.
change it up. I think he's. Was it after Sadiq? I can't remember what he was ranked as far as tight ends goes, but it was up there. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. You want to leave it at this for now? Do one
Yeah.
more third rounder?
I was wrong, or at least off third board, I was wrong.
Do we have Dorner? Yeah.
You got him right there.
Fuck.
Josiah Trotter, another linebacker. I don't know if we're going to need linebacker.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's-
God, I forgot about Trotter. I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, I'd
but
put Trotter in the third.
but he's
Yeah.
the third. Yeah, he's not.
Also,
Fourth.
Trent, realistically, McAllister wouldn't be in the third. He'd be fourth.
He's probably the fourth round.
Yeah,
I was throwing you a bone there, Colin.
I know you were.
We don't think they're going to take an edge at all, right?
They better not.
I wouldn't think so unless we trade
Only if
somebody. But
they-
even if we trade somebody, I can't see it happening this early. It's still going to be a later round pick.
Yeah,
I would
so
think
I'm
a
right.
day
I
3
got-
pick.
I got Kozu confused with somebody else.
Would you go with if safety's in need? Would you go with a guy like Kamari Ramsey in the third round?
Yeah,
So funny.
My guy Jalen Kilgore? Fourth?
in the fourth round.
Third? Fourth?
There's going to be a package for him in the NFL. Does he have an E on the end of his name?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I couldn't remember.
Trying to
All
look
right.
here. You still need people to fill in for the third.
I mean, we can. We can stop
think-
it at any time too.
I think we're good. We got a lot. What do you got?
We have a
50
ton of
there?
names on here already.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
good.
did we do Deion
Okay.
Burks already? Wide receiver.
We did not.
Please
do
no.
these.
Please
I don't
no.
love him.
I don't really like Deion Burks. though.
Oh, dude, he's 5'9".
yeah, he's small.
If
He's very
that,
small.
brother. If that, by the way.
He
Holy
looks
shit!
Small.
Yeah, that's wow.
He's measured small and he looks small, and he's probably.
But
Oh,
guys,
third
we
round. Third
gotta-
round. You're probably
guys.
gonna want to put Antonio Williams, Trent.
We got to find our Calvin Austin the third replacement. Come on,
No, we don't. No, we do not.
Dave. It's tradition.
Oh. I
Yeah,
will get up
it's-
and walk out of the room.
He's ranked.
That's all I got.
higher.
Brains
Power-
fried. That's all I got.
power
Did I bring
slot.
up? Did I bring up Jalen Kilgore yet? Safety.
Yeah, we
just did
added
that.
him. We just added him in the fourth round.
God damn it!
All right, I think that's good. We did.
That was-
we got.
I was reading up on him this morning. That was my dude. I was like, damn, this guy. I'd like him on day
Dave-
3. We get him
Yeah,
in the fourth. fifth.
Dave was on that train.
We got over 50 names on it. That's pretty good. Right.
Yeah, we got a lot. I mean,
That's good.
That's pretty solid. We'll see how this board changes from now and through the combine. Then
Yeah.
Time after time.
To wrap up the podcast, and since we got Colin on here, I put out on Twitter, I don't know if you saw it, a trade, CJ Stroud for 2 first-round picks. Would you do it? Would you not do it?
No.
No? You're on board with it was 79% no, 21% yes on my
Somber said, "Fuck no, Dave."
You guys are crazy.
I would trade the next 5 first-round picks for Jordan Love before I trade
I
one
know
for
you-
CJ
well,
Stroud.
that's-
Before I trade one for Stroud, by the way.
Dave, I just wanted to point out if 80% of the country is saying no, it might not be us that's crazy.
If I put up a poll of who wanted Kenny Pickett before the draft, I bet you would have been 80% to 20 yes.
Well, that's
All right. Oh, well, let's go down the
So
ladder.
one minute
we
shit
can't
on
do
Pitt fans. I'm trying to be nice here.
Let's get Colin's tolerance. So Cora proposed doing a first this year, and then a first for a second pick swap in next year's class. So we would give a second first to Houston, but we get their second. Would you do that?
That's my backup plan in case he legit does suck like he did in the playoffs.
I think it's a lot of recency bias because he didn't play well in the playoffs this year. People are just shitting all over
He hasn't played well in 2 years.
Dave?
He's been okay. I would seriously think about it. I'd have to really, really think about it.
Mine was, I would say, a first and a third. I'd give a first and a third for CJ.
The problem is, like we talked about in the last podcast, that's not getting it done.
It would not.
If they
get-
actively
I'm
shopped
just
it,
saying that's my tolerance for the trade.
they'd get more than that. 24 years old, won a playoff game in each of his first 3 seasons, mobile, tallish. What is he, 6'3", right?
Yeah, he's about 6'3".
Yeah.
Good arm. I don't know, boys.
Like I said, I'm not giving up 2 ones.
I mean, listen, we could just bring in as many Ohio State guys as you guys want, and I'm on board.
This is I thought I would have somebody with
We
me
have
on this.
CJ
Trent. You're
we have
disappointing me.
CJ and Will Howard. I mean, you can't
You're
go
disappointing
wrong.
me.
80% of
Ohio
the
State got away
country
from you.
is against you, Dave. 80%. Like,
I just
no.
can't go with 2 first. I mean, I'll go back to my logic from the other day. Like, if I'm going to give up 2 firsts for quarterback, I can just give up 1 next year, or I can trade up and not give up 2 firsts to
Yeah, but
trade up
again,
next year.
You're not getting a franchise quarterback with the Steelers got to draft. Most likely, you're gonna have to
Why
trade
not?
up. So it's not gonna be a 1. It's gonna be a 1 and.
I mean,
Because
you
it's
can-
very
you
rare.
can get a franchise quarterback by pick 10.
Yeah, they're not picking 10. They're gonna have to trade up to 10.
But you don't have to give up 2 firsts to get to 10.
You might have to.
Yeah, a lot of times you probably
Yeah,
do.
You might have to.
You get
To get to 10,
close.
you might have to.
From 21, 22, 23 to 10.
Yeah,
If we're
that's
that-
you gotta
if we're
have
that-
to.
If we're that far down, then yes. But I mean,
We got
mean-
Mike McCarthy now, baby. We're going to be picking high. You kidding me? Guys from Greenfield, don't you dare.
All right, so 30s. It'll cost you 3 firsters to get up to 10.
Shit, we'll be picking 29 for the next decade
Oh,
under Mike McCarthy
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
yeah.
and the Patrick Graham.
All right, I lose. I won't bring it up again. No 2 first rounders for CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
I
how
would-
dare you?
can we all agree that this is the off season that's going to define Omar Khan at this point, though? I know
Yeah.
the quarterback class comes next year, but this whole off season could make or break Omar Khan as a GM. And
It's funny. I was just going to say make or break year for Omar. For
If
sure.
we're sitting
For
here
sure.
in June and we don't have 3 wide receivers that are at least above average, he should be fired. He should have a legit number 2.
Dave, this
and
is all part of the
a
plan,
draft pick.
okay? It's all part of the
I know.
plan.
I know.
all right?
We're all waiting for this plan to reach
Yeah,
fruition.
we're on the 5-year plan, like the Pirates were with Ben Carrington.
We
it's all
can't
about-
go into next year with DK Metcalf and
The Pirates are on year
MVS.
7.
and Roman
Yeah.
Wilson, and
Yeah, we can't do this again. He's got to
I
figure it
think-
out.
Oh yeah,
that's why I
Got it.
think this, because we set this whole year up. So, Dave, we talked before we got on. He set this entire draft up and the cap space up for this year to attack all of the needs. And then next
I
year,
think it was to attack
quarterback.
quarterback, and it kind of the class fell out on him.
To begin with, I think that was
Somber's
the intention
right,
too.
by the way. Somber's right. We already got our Ohio State. We got our guy.
Oh,
We got our guy.
Will Howard.
We're good. We're good.
Will
We're
Howard.
good. We're not trade 2 first. We got our guy already. We're good.
We got Will Hyde.
We're had.
I'd throw Will Howard in the package with the 2 first rounders.
Whoa!
And a bag of footballs.
Mason goes first. Just ask McCarthy.
Yeah,
He doesn't even
wow.
bring him up by name in
No.
interviews.
Yeah, this is a big offseason.
He skips straight to Will Howard. Well, Varen's not in. We got Will Howard.
You got $45 million in cap space. You got 12 draft picks. You could have more cap
Plenty of
space if you
ammunition
wanted
to move up in the draft, probably twice if you want to go into the 2nd and 3rd round and get multiple picks throughout the 2nd and 3rd rounds. I mean, it's huge draft and huge offseason for him. You can't overpay for a Patrick Queen and get the production you've gotten out of Patrick Queen in this offseason either. This cap space needs to be used, like Colin brought up, Cam Curl or Jaquan Brisker. You have to bring in high-level talent in the free agency. We can't go get a crap wide receiver. Go attack Romeo Dobbs or go attack Alec Pierce or one of those guys. Like, he needs to nail this offseason.
The problem is you need every
He's
single one of
going
these
to be
things.
here to draft a quarterback
Yeah,
next
you
year.
need every single one of these things because you're not done building the offense.
Yeah.
And now your defense is ready to fall apart age-wise. So you're going to
They're
have
not
to start
done
replacing
building
these guys too.
either side.
No.
They've got both sides to
Yeah.
fix.
There's
Yeah.
not one thing they can really hang their hat on. They don't
That's
have
why I
a
think
quarterback.
This is a massive draft.
Offensive
Or
line.
massive offseason.
And only 3/4 of it, 3/5 of it's filled out. So yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Year 4.
Yeah.
When you say 3/5 of the O line, I know you're talking about
Well, you're
guard. But
missing
what else are you referring
the
to?
tackle.
Broderick.
No, they have 3/5 of the line complete. They
Oh.
need to figure out left guard and left tackle.
So you're saying Broderick's not the answer,
No, all of
Yeah,
it points to
he's
he's
not
not.
the answer.
and I agree.
Yeah,
But the question
need to
will
figure-
remain, is Dylan Cook the answer? That's
Could
the
be.
answer we're going to find in the offseason.
We're gonna find.
are we gonna roll up? Are we gonna take this season to figure it out? Am I gonna
Hey,
roll
give
it
him an
out?
offseason of starters reps. Seriously.
I would, honestly.
I'm serious. Give him an offseason of starters reps because he put together 4 or 5 really good
He
games.
did.
solid. Yeah.
He did.
Granted, that Houston playoff game, but that was a nightmare anyway
Yeah,
for
even
everybody.
before Tony.
Nobody was
yeah,
talking
every-
about them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Every team that played Houston, both tackles looked terrible. So let's just.
So what do you
give
do
him
with
more
Broderick?
grace.
Kick him inside, trade him.
I would try him inside.
Maybe
or
have him be our swing tackle for a decade. He could be a good backup swing tackle.
Thank God we drafted a swing tackle first in the fucking
Trade it up for your
First
swing
round.
tackle.
Jesus Christ.
Trade
Well,
it up.
If he's your swing tackle for a decade and a half,
But
well,
Dave, if he
if
keeps
he-
inside, he'll have a lot of experience at different positions.
listen, if he could be the 6th OL for 10 years, I'd consider it a almost successful first round pick.
Almost.
No.
Almost.
He was what 15th overall.
Yeah. I think
14th.
so.
Trade it up.
No.
Trade it
No.
up to 14.
Colin's got his kindness going today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In no fucking world you can consider a swing tackle first round value.
Yeah, no, we can't go there.
It is what it is.
There's not even an almost about it. That's a dumpster fire that you're trying to fucking put the flames out on.
It's all right.
All right, guys. I think we've covered this pretty good. You guys in the chat, thanks a lot. You've been great as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Until next time, thanks for listening to Steel Sanctuary Podcast.
Hey, see you guys.
And just like that, I left everything. See ya!